What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a massive football news video where we will talk about the end of Chelsea FC as we know it. Roman Abramovich finally has been sanctioned by the UK government and Chelsea's all of their assets are frozen. They can't do any player sales, any contract extensions, they can't even sell tickets to regular fans of Chelsea FC. Only season ticket holders will be able to attend their games. Also, they have to watch their spending. They can't spend more than £20,000 on any away trip. So if they get drawn away to Real Madrid or Bayern Munich, they might have a hard time going there actually and sorting out all the accommodation. And I'm absolutely loving this, I have to be honest. I don't really like Chelsea FC. And if you are a Chelsea fan and you think that the UK government are attacking you or any Chelsea fans in particular watching this, I think if you were okay with the Russian billionaire oligarch Roman Abramovich owning your club for the last almost 20 years, then you have to bear the consequences of this, because this guy Roman Abramovich has helped Putin into power. He's Putin's right-hand man and he is now funding a war, killing innocent civilians in Ukraine, and Roman Abramovich is massively complicit in this horrible, tragic war which are killing thousands of children and innocent people in Ukraine, and not just military personnel but innocent civilians are getting killed every single day. Why did the UK government wait so long with these sanctions? You have to wonder, did they just want the Russian billionaires to have some time to actually sell off and move out their funds from the UK? But actually there are 7 Russian oligarchs sanctioned today by the UK government, and of course the biggest story is Chelsea FC. They can't be sold now at the moment because the UK government has frozen the club and all its they can't do any new transactions, any new contract. They have Azpilicueta, Rudiger and Christensen out of contract at the end of the season, and this sanction will be until May the 31st, 2022, or until the government actually lifts the sanctions, but that will depend on when the war on Ukraine ends officially, and that it doesn't look like it will end anytime soon. So they can't extend any of their player contracts. They can't sign any players. And Chelsea fans, some Chelsea fans are saying that this is okay. Basically, we just can't sell tickets until the end of the season, and that's it. This is a lot more than that. This is a lot more than that. Chelsea were about to extend some of these players' contracts, and also you have to wonder how much their revenue will be hit now that there will be no billionaire owner funding Chelsea FC. I certainly think that this is the end of a glorious era for Chelsea FC. They won 21 trophies under Roman Abramovich in the last 19 years, which is a phenomenal record. They have won the most trophies in the Roman Abramovich era in English football, so they have been officially the most successful club in England, next to Manchester United. But this is certainly an end of an era. Let me know, how do you feel about this? If you are a Chelsea fan or if you support a rival club, do you think this is fair on Chelsea fans? And I would say some Chelsea fans actually, when there was a minute's applause to the citizens of Ukraine during the recent or before the recent Chelsea games, some Chelsea fans started chanting Roman Abramovich's name. So they have absolutely no shame supporting this war criminal Roman Abramovich, who is funding a war against Ukraine, a democratic country. I don't want to bring politics into it, but I think it's absolutely despicable what Russia is doing, and I think that Roman Abramovich needed to be sanctioned even earlier. Of course, the government will let Chelsea operate, but you have to wonder, what does this exactly mean that they can't sell tickets? There will be no away fans in any of the Chelsea games. Can Chelsea gift tickets to some fans so they can fill their stadium? Because I don't think they have season ticket holders who would fill even half of their stadium. And also, if Chelsea get to the FA Cup semi-final, to Wembley, will half of Wembley be empty because there will be no Chelsea fans, because Chelsea effectively can't sell tickets for that showcase like FA Cup semi-final? I'm sure that the FA will find a way to fill Wembley because money is king and money is the most important. And I mean, the English media is complicit in this way in the sports washing of Russia and Roman Abramovich, because when Roman Abramovich bought Chelsea in 2003 for just 150 million, it was a PR coup. The London newspapers actually marveled at Roman Abramovich's private Boeing 767 jet, and where he flew into London to inspect his new club. The English media devoted many column inches to Roman Abramovich's luxury yachts, including the world's biggest yacht, the Eclipse, a 168-meter floating palace with 2 helicopter pads and its own submarine. So this is a guy who is absolutely filthy rich, while some Russian people are actually starving or living in poverty level. So you shouldn't feel any sorry for Chelsea or for Roman Abramovich. The secretive oligarch was loaded as he spent lavish funds buying world-famous players for Chelsea and upgrading the stadium. And according to Sergei Pugachev, a former member of Putin's inner circle, Putin's Kremlin had accurately calculated that the way to gain acceptance in British society was through the country's greatest love, its national sport, football. And this was a very calculated move by Russia, by Putin, by Roman Abramovich, who I said is Putin's right-hand man, to buy Chelsea FC. You are kidding yourself if you think Roman Abramovich is a Chelsea fan, and he has been a Chelsea fan. He said he almost bought Tottenham, but Chelsea were just offered to Roman Abramovich, and he said yes, for 150 million it's an absolute bargain, because to gain trust in British society, it was worth a lot more to Russia than a 150 million purchase of Chelsea FC. And this is from Catherine Belton's book, Putin's People. Pugachev's view was that Putin personally told him of his plan to acquire Chelsea Football Club in order to increase his influence and raise Russia's profile not only with the elite but with ordinary British people. For another Russian tycoon and a former Abramovich associate, it also looked like Putin may have asked Abramovich to buy the club. The purchase made Abramovich an instant celebrity in Britain. An invitation to watch a match from his private box was one of the hottest tickets in town. For Abramovich, it was an entry ticket into UK high society. Abramovich's move into the Premier League football appeared to have been aimed at increasing Russia's clout with FIFA, the International Football Federation, which later chose Russia to host the 2018 FIFA World Cup. I hope you are connecting the dots that you are seeing in this story. Roman Abramovich was asked by Putin to go into football. He thought they should do it to win influence in FIFA, which was well known as a corrupt organization. Through Chelsea, he got an entry ticket into the football world. He was able to use it to lobby for the World Cup, which meant a lot for Moscow and for Russia and for Putin. They wanted to win the hosting to show to people that Russia was not in isolation. It was very important to them. And this is all the whitewashing of Russia's image, which now is absolutely tarnished because of the Ukraine war. So you might have to wonder what they got. But what they got was a lot of influence in UK politics, because one of the biggest funders of the current Tory government in the parliament is Russia and Russian oligarchs, and that's why they took so long, almost 2 weeks, to sanction any Russian oligarchs, so they can move some of their assets, some of their money out of the UK. So further ticket sales at Chelsea to home and away fans are prohibited. Season tickets are still valid because that was a contract already in place, but no merchandise sales allowed. So Chelsea can't even sell a mug to a Chelsea fan. They can't even sell a pen. No merchandise sales allowed. No transfers, no contract renewals. So this hits Chelsea where it hurts, in their pockets. But according to some newspapers and some journalists, Chelsea can still be sold if Roman Abramovich allows the UK government to take control of the process, and no proceeds from the sale benefit the Russian billionaire. That is what Matt Lowe is reporting of the Daily Telegraph, but I think this is not in the hands of Roman Abramovich anymore. I think the UK government has frozen Chelsea FC and all their assets. So the potential buyers still remain keen to buy Chelsea FC, but this will be overseen by the UK government. And probably the UK government actually secured a further big discount on Chelsea's sale for the eventual buyer, because Chelsea they are operating already at huge operating losses, which was offset by Roman Abramovich's loans, but also this accelerated the sale process quite considerably probably. And how ironic that it comes on the birthday of Chelsea FC, because today is the 117th year anniversary of Chelsea FC, and unfortunately it's the beginning of the end of Chelsea FC as we know it. I don't think Chelsea will be the same English and European superpower after this whole fiasco is ending in a few years, because they will not get an owner who will keep pumping money in to Chelsea FC to see them win as many trophies as possible. That's what Roman Abramovich did, but he had basically almost unlimited amounts of money. So let me know, what do you think about this whole situation in the comments below. I'm really excited and interested to read your comments. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Bye.